So this is a problem that some people face in the beginner software development journey, where they get into tutorials, they watch other people build things on tutorials on YouTube or any other platform, and they get into this habit that they can't really escape it. Tutorial hell, we all know what this is, where you get this dopamine that you are learning something just by watching somebody else do something with code, either build a CRUD app, build a to-do app, or whatever the simple example you can think of. They get their dopamine hit from that. And this is a problem for software developers, because this perpetual dopamine hit gives them this illusion that they are learning something, but in reality they are not. All they are really doing is watching somebody else do something that they have gained from their experience, and it just gives them depression when they get hit with an actual task, or then they have to actually go out and build something on their own. So I just want to put my 2 cents on it, on how you can escape tutorial hell. And the answer, pretty soon in the video, like pretty early on in the video, I'll give you the answer. The answer is understanding the nature of tutorials. So the nature of tutorials is basically where you will find the answer on how to escape it. Tutorials are not meant to teach you something. Tutorials are not meant to give you the basics and fundamentals of anything. When somebody is building something, okay, so tutorial, when you are learning about a programming language, that is all right. But when you get into the habit of building something, building projects, that's when tutorials take a different definition. It's not the same as learning fundamentals through a tutorial of a language. So basically what you miss out on when you watch tutorials and you watch somebody build something is the why of the decisions. The question why is where we build things in a different way. The same way how I can build a software or how I can build an architecture is not going to match the exact same way you can build an architecture. You will design the database a little bit differently. You will have a different set of columns. You will have different set of indexes on the database. And I'm just talking about the database. And there are so many differences that you and I can have. But what we both have in common is that we have our own whys in place. We know why we are doing what we are doing, and that is something that we have gained over the years of experience, that the person that you are watching is building the tutorials. The true nature of tutorials is just to give you a jumping point where you can understand and you can look at somebody, deal with the errors and deal with the problems of creating a software, and they can get to a certain point. But it's not going to translate into you having the actual skills and you having the exact memory in your head, and you can visualize that person writing code on, or it's not going to match the exact set of requirements that you're going to get in a company that you have to deliver on time to them. It's not going to match that. So if you understand the nature of tutorials, that's when you will realize that, take this metaphor, that you can watch 100 clips of Cristiano Ronaldo scoring goals. But it's not going to make you Cristiano Ronaldo now, will it? You actually have to go out and go in the football field and start playing football, and then figure out what are the areas that you are lacking. Maybe you watch Cristiano Ronaldo as a striker, but when you step out into the field, you realize that you are better in the mid area of the field, or as a defense guy. So this is why like we need to watch somebody do something on YouTube, which is a tutorial, but eventually you have to step in the field yourself. Get under the sun, get your skin burned a little bit, run around, figure out your mistakes, figure out your weaknesses, and work on it. This is how you do it. Understanding the nature is where the answer is. You can watch as many tutorials as you want, but if you never understand the true nature of tutorials, of how somebody is building something, then you are in trouble. Because this perpetual dopamine hit that you are getting from it, you thinking to yourself that you are learning something, no, that's not what's happening. What you are really doing is watching somebody show you the whys that they have answered to themselves over the period of 8 years, 10 years, 15 years, how many years that they are teaching for, or how many years they are coding for. No tutorial person will ever explain to you every single little detail about the line of code and the style that they are writing in and why they are doing the way they are doing it. They won't be able to explain to you, because it's very tough to take experience of 5 years plus and just boil it down into a 30-minute video. It's very tough. So keep that in mind next time that you're watching tutorials. There is nothing inherently wrong with watching tutorials. It's fine to watch it. It's fine to have a code editor open with you on the side and then watch a tutorial and then code it the same way. But understand the nature of it. You're not getting the fundamentals. You're not answering your own whys. The question why, of why this code is written a certain way. You're not getting the answer to that. So turn off the tutorial at some point, go code on your own, and then figure out the why yourself. And that's gonna stay with you. And you will realize this when you're about to teach somebody else your practices. You're not gonna be able to tell your whys that you have accumulated over the years. So I hope that this is helpful. I hope that you can escape your tutorial hell. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.